Okay, Faith, finish the lyrics. Money, 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 money.
Money!
Okay. We're back with another episode of Building Better with Brennan, and we have Faith back in the green chair. How you doing?
I'm good, Brandon. Thank you for having me.
Listen, it's Financial Literacy Month here in Canada, and we posed a lot of questions to our audience to see what were the burning questions that you wanted answered. And we got a lot, but we chose the top 5. Before we get into it, I need you to do a few things, like subscribe to this channel, tap that notification bell, but also make sure to follow us across all of our social media. The details are in the description below. Okay, Faith, it's Financial Literacy Month here in this country. I just want to start off by asking you, what does this month mean to you? Why is it so important?
Financial literacy is a very important concept. A lot of people just take it at face value, but it's something that needs to be internalized. Just like a lot of the skills that we learn in school, there's a month that draws awareness to this particular topic and puts it front and center of every person and every household.
Well, let's give it the awareness, and thank goodness we got TD to power this episode. So here is our first question that we got from you, the viewers. They asked,
the major difference between the savings accounts that we have at TD are two things. So first thing being the interest rates that you get with those accounts. The major driver of the interest rates actually is the minimum balance. So some high yielding savings accounts, they require you to hold a certain minimum balance. So depending on the requirements for the minimum balance, that also positively affects the interest rate that you get on those accounts. And also the number of free transactions that you are allowed per month.
okay, question number 2, and this one was very popular.
Okay.
And it was, why should I consider working with a financial advisor?
It's very important to work with a financial planner or a financial advisor because these people will help you set out a plan for your financial goals, whatever it is that you plan to achieve. And they will work with you on this plan, even as this plan evolves over time. These people can answer a lot of questions like, when can I retire? How much will I need when I retire? How can I maximize my RRSP for my kids? How much do I need to be saving right now for a rainy day fund? You name it. They can help you answer a lot of these questions. Instead of you trying to Google and find this information online, you could actually walk into a branch, any of our branches, and meet with a financial advisor or a financial planner, and they can help you and give you expert advice on this type of questions. Also, as part of what my segment does, which is the Black Customer Experience segment, we also provide this specialty services to the different segments of the community. We have a special segment for the 2S LGBTQ2+ community. We have a special segment for the indigenous community, for women in enterprise, for the Asian community as well.
100%. And to access that information regarding those programs, we're going to put the link in the description. Question number 3, and it comes down to investing. We've been talking about this. Yes. TFSA.
Yes.
RRSP.
Yes.
What are the difference between the two?
So the tax-free savings account basically is an account that allows people to save their money without paying any capital gains tax on that, from the gains they make while investing through that account. While the RRSP, which is the Registered Retirement Savings Plan, is a program that allows people to be able to save for their retirement. So you can access you're not supposed to be accessing the funds in your RRSP until a specified period of time. If you want to do that before that specified period of time, you will be taxed heavily by the CRA, the Canada Revenue Agency. You can only access those funds if you want to go back to school for more education or if you're trying to buy your first home. When people get their statements, either for their tax-free savings account or for their RRSP, some of the terms they should watch out for is contributions, withdrawals, book value, market value, percentage growth, but there are some other terms that may not be in their statement, which is the RRSP limit, the tax-free savings account limit, beneficiaries, and successors. So to go back to contributions and withdrawals, so whatever withdrawals or contributions you made within that period, that is what is reflected in that statement. So now to the RRSP limits and the tax-free savings account limits. So those two you would definitely find on your notice of assessment, the NOA that comes from the CRA after filing your taxes. They tell you pretty much how much room you have when it comes to contributing into those accounts. The CRA actually just announced the limits for the tax-free savings account for this year, and something interesting that some people might like to know is if you've never contributed into your tax-free savings account since that program was initiated in 2009, you can now contribute up to $88,000. And then, there were two other concepts I wanted to touch on, which is one is successor, and the other is the idea of a beneficiary. So it's very important that people list beneficiaries or successors in their RRSP or on their tax-free savings account. The reason is because, if people pass away, the accounts probably have to go through the courts, and there's going to be fees attached to the whole process, and the family or the loved ones will actually see a lesser value from the assets. Now, for the idea of a successor, it's kind of similar to the beneficiary, but the assets are not sold off. The successor pretty much just continues with the assets, the way they've been structured and the way they've been placed in the stock market. So it's just pretty much a change of name.
Okay, question number 4, and this one came flooding in. Who should I speak to regarding investment options available to me?
A financial advisor or a financial planner?
One more time for us,
A
Faith.
financial advisor or a financial planner?
Did you guys hear that? And last question number 5. What are the best investment options right now?
Brandon, that's a trick question. It depends. It depends because what is good for me might not be good for somebody else. It depends on investing. Depends on a lot of things, a lot of factors. Your lifestyle. Is this the person's first investment or savings? How old are they? Do they make a stable income? Do they have dependents? It's a lot of things that people need to consider. But also, I don't want the audience to be scared of investing because it's very important, irrespective of the type of market that we are in, that people invest. For example, it's just like somebody who's trying to get fit, and they have a busy lifestyle, but they come to you and they ask you, how can I make this work? I can only exercise for 10 minutes a day.
I hear you.
Even if you want them to do an hour or 2 hours even, you can't tell them not to do nothing, because doing nothing is that's a no-no. One thing about the stock market is that it's always in a cycle, which is the natural business cycle, boom and bust. As a matter of fact, right now a lot of stocks are discounted. Their value, the prices are very low.
Meaning it's an opportunity.
Meaning it's an opportunity. But again, that's why it's important for people to do the research, speak to the professionals.
And that professional is?
The financial advisors or financial planners. Very critical that they do. TD has the TD Easy Trade app, which offers 50 free trades and one-click portfolios to help people with their investing goals. These are self-directed trades that might be helpful for people who don't have a lot of needs. But if you want to make more complex and intricate type of investments, then it's essential that maybe you sit down with a financial planner or financial advisor.
Faith, thank you so much for giving us faith in our financial knowledge and our financial journey. You've been awesome this year, and I know a lot of people have taken away a lot of knowledge.
Thank you, Brandon. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey BG Squad, thanks so much for checking out our channel. And listen to this, we have more great content for you, like this video right here and this video right here. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel right now and tap that notification bell.